Hey, Cowboys Nation! Today, we're diving into the draft outlook and exploring what this year's class could mean for America's team. There is an abundance of talent spread across every position, and the decisions at the top of the board have the potential to shape the franchise for the next decade. While quarterback headlines are dominating early discussions with names like Dante Moore and Fernando Mendoza drawing attention, the Cowboys are likely to focus elsewhere this year, which puts the spotlight on the most impactful non-quarterback prospects. One name quietly gaining momentum is Jeremiah Love, though he might be considered an outside chance for Dallas. If he slides into the mid-first round range, he could instantly become one of the most dynamic players on the board. Love possesses three-down versatility, the ability to generate explosive plays, and a skill set that could make him a game-changer, both as a runner and in open space. If he's available round pick 12, it could mirror last year's fortunate opportunities for the Cowboys, giving them the chance to land a high-caliber athlete capable of contributing immediately. The only uncertainty is whether he will last that long and whether the team feels confident investing a top selection in a running back at this stage, making the decision both complex and intriguing. Turning attention to the defensive side, Armel Reese has shown flashes but has not consistently matched the lofty expectations set earlier in the season, which could influence where he lands in the draft. While highly regarded for his athletic ability, the inconsistency presents risk if Dallas wants to maximize value at their pick. On the other hand, Francis Malanginoa is trending upward and could see his stock climb even further. Although some evaluators project him as a guard, his athleticism and skill set suggest he could slide into right tackle and eventually challenge for a starting role, potentially even replacing Terrence Steele. Another defensive name making waves is David Bailey. His dominance against top-tier competition in the Big 12 cannot be overlooked. With over 13 sacks and a remarkable 17 tackles for loss, Bailey's ability to pressure the quarterback consistently makes him an extremely enticing option for a team in need of edge rushers. If the Cowboys can secure him at their first-round pick, it might be a straightforward choice, as the combination of production and potential upside is difficult to pass up. As the draft board unfolds, positions beyond the line and edge also command attention. Dallas is unlikely to select a wide receiver in the first round this year, and tight ends appear to be off the radar as well. That naturally shifts the conversation toward safety and linebacker depth. Caleb Diaz has emerged as a standout prospect, with some analysts suggesting he could be the most impactful player in the entire draft, despite traditional rankings being skeptical of early safety selections. If he is available even a few picks before Dallas' selection, a trade-up could be considered. But even without that, his potential influence on the defensive backfield is undeniable. Sonny Styles from Ohio State is another linebacker generating buzz. Standing at 6'4" and weighing 143 pounds, he combines size, athleticism, and explosiveness in a package that could allow him to dominate the linebacker position while offering flexibility across different defensive schemes. Given Dallas' current linebacker needs, Styles could emerge as a game-changing selection if he remains on the board. Cornerback depth also presents an intriguing opportunity. German McCoy provides ball-hawking ability, solid size, and a potential high upside, but he is coming off an injury, which has limited his recent production. If he performs well in the combine, he could become an early-round target, offering the Cowboys a chance to strengthen their secondary with a player who has both talent and upside alongside McCoy. Interior defensive linemen such as Spencer Fonda and Caden McDonald offer options for both run defense and edge pressure. Discussions around these players often balance traits versus production, but in a draft class loaded with potential, Dallas may need to emphasize upside and long-term impact over strict statistical performance. Looking at the broader draft landscape, there is a fascinating mix of immediate contributors and developmental players. Amari Washington and Akeem Meter provide pass rush potential, while others like Zachariah Branch and Denzel Boston could make their mark in the secondary or at skill positions. Branch has proven reliable in coverage, limiting opponents effectively, while Boston's combination of size and athleticism offers unique matchup challenges for offenses. Emerging talents like Kelly Jones, a redshirt sophomore cornerback, present long-term prospects whose development over the next year could provide substantial returns. This blend of proven production and emerging potential creates an especially exciting first-round environment, allowing the Cowboys to address multiple roster needs while still targeting the best talent available. Trade strategy is also a major consideration. The Cowboys could explore moving down the draft board to gain additional selections, or target specific players slightly later in the round. With a deep pool of edge rushers and defensive backs available, flexibility in the first round could pay significant dividends. Data prospects such as T.J. Parker, Zion Young, and Damon Wilson offer specialized pass rushing and run-stopping skills that could complement the team's needs if the early selections focus elsewhere. Cash Howell presents an intriguing high-upside option despite unconventional measurables, and players like Anthony Hill and C.J. Allen bring versatility and instincts that can translate across multiple roles, whether as starters or rotational contributors. When evaluating the class as a whole, one of the key themes for Dallas is balancing immediate roster needs with high-potential talent. The edge position remains the most pressing requirement, but the team has the opportunity to select players capable of making an impact beyond just filling gaps. The secondary, particularly at safety and corner, continues to be a focus, with prospects offering both immediate contribution and long-term development potential. Offensive line depth and skill position flexibility also remain on the radar, making the Cowboys draft approach a careful mix of addressing urgent needs while identifying players who could become cornerstone talents in the future. The first round, therefore, is not simply about the highest-ranked player available, but about strategically positioning the team to maximize both current performance and long-term growth. As we continue to break down this year's draft class, the strategic decisions facing the Dallas Cowboys become even more intricate. Beyond the high-profile edge rushers and linebackers, attention must be given to the depth of the defensive backfield, especially when considering both safety and cornerback positions. Denzel Boston from Washington presents an interesting blend of size, technique, and awareness, making him a candidate to contribute immediately while still offering room for growth. Though he may not be a first-round selection for the Cowboys, his ability to fill gaps and provide stability in coverage allows the team to focus on other pressing needs earlier in the draft. Similarly, Kelly Jones from Mississippi State offers a rare combination of height, speed, and instinct that makes him a compelling developmental option, standing at 6'4" and 195 pounds. Jones has the physical profile Dallas covets in their cornerbacks, and his youth suggests a trajectory of growth that could eventually make him a foundational player in the secondary. The Cowboys coaching staff will likely view his length, agility, and playmaking instincts as traits that can be refined with professional guidance, potentially transforming him into a top-tier defensive back in the coming years. The offensive line remains a subtle but critical focus for this draft. Versatile players like Spencer Fonda and Francis Malanginoa offer both depth and the potential for immediate contributions. Malanginoa's ability to transition between guard and tackle positions provides the Cowboys with flexibility in protecting the quarterback and strengthening the edge, particularly against increasingly dominant defensive fronts across the league. Fonda's experience at both left and right tackle makes him a versatile option who can step into multiple roles, depending on team needs. The significance of fortifying the line cannot be understated, as it impacts the effectiveness of both the passing game and the running attack. In this class, the challenge for Dallas is balancing players who can contribute right away with those who have long-term developmental potential, ensuring that both current and future priorities are addressed. Even though wide receivers may not be the Cowboys' focus in the first round, talent in that position still adds important depth. Players like Zachariah Branch showcase efficiency and reliability that could complement the existing passing game. Branch excels in coverage-limited situations, displaying the discipline and technique necessary to compete against NFL-level defensive backs. His ability to consistently create separation without elite speed or size highlights the type of player who provides depth and productivity without the inherent risks often associated with first-round picks. Likewise, receivers such as Denzel Boston, while not projected to go early, offer valuable rotational depth, stepping in as situational playmakers and providing the team with strategic flexibility. During the season, these types of players can be critical in sustaining offensive consistency, especially in high-stakes games where depth and versatility are tested. The edge rusher position, as previously highlighted, remains the most urgent need for Dallas. David Bailey, Hakeem Meter, and Damon Wilson have all generated conversation for their ability to disrupt opposing quarterbacks and shift momentum in key moments. Bailey's combination of production, technique, and consistency makes him a standout While Meter's breakout performances at Miami showcased the type of upside teams covet in later-round edge prospects, Wilson complements these skill sets with both pass-rushing ability and run defense contributions, providing a well-rounded package. The challenge for Dallas lies in ensuring the selected edge rusher fits seamlessly into the defensive scheme, while also addressing immediate pressure generation needs. Securing the right player in this position could dramatically elevate the overall performance of the defense, as opposing offenses will be forced to adjust under constant pressure, benefiting both coverage units and run-stopping efforts. Linebacker and safety depth are equally critical. Sonny Styles from Ohio State and Caleb DS are both high-upside prospects, capable of influencing games in multiple ways. Styles' combination of size, athleticism, and versatility allows him to cover, fill gaps against the run, and create opportunities for turnovers. Caleb DS offers field awareness, instincts, and positioning that can elevate the entire defensive unit, particularly in vulnerable zones. Both players embody the modern NFL's need for multidimensional defenders who can thrive in hybrid roles and adapt to complex offensive schemes. Selecting players like Styles or DS could provide the Cowboys with the type of versatile defensive talent that not only addresses current gaps but enhances the flexibility and adaptability of the entire roster. Trade strategy will inevitably play a role as the first round unfolds. With the dynamic nature of the draft, Dallas must remain prepared to pivot, whether that involves trading down to acquire additional selections or moving up to secure a rare talent like Caleb DS or Jeremiah Love. Successfully navigating these scenarios requires foresight and an understanding of other teams' tendencies, effectively turning the draft into a chess match played in real time. The management of this process will have lasting implications on both the immediate competitiveness and long-term trajectory of the roster. Being proactive and flexible could allow the Cowboys to secure players with both immediate impact and long-term potential, ensuring a balanced approach to roster construction. Looking beyond the first round, data prospects bring critical depth and specialized skill sets. T.J. Parker, Zion Young, and Damon Wilson provide rotational options in edge and run-stopping roles, allowing the Cowboys to maintain flexibility while continuing to develop talent. Anthony Hill and C.J. Allen contribute instincts and athletic traits that enhance the secondary and linebacker cores, ensuring depth without sacrificing overall team quality. Even players who may not see significant snaps initially can evolve into key contributors over time, reflecting the importance of identifying traits, versatility, and upside in this year's draft class. Before we roll on, subscribe to Cowboys Wire News, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Your support keeps the Dallas Cowboys updates coming. Tell us what you think in the comments. The Dallas Cowboys are reportedly facing internal turmoil that could have significant consequences for their season. Sources close to the team claim that owner Jerry Jones has made a shocking decision following a heated altercation in the locker room. A key starter has been cut from the roster. Eyewitnesses describe a tense scene in which tempers flared after what seemed to be a routine team discussion, escalating into a full-blown confrontation. According to insiders, Jones, known for his hands-on management style, reportedly intervened personally, delivering the stark message, "He is out of here." While the identity of the player has not been confirmed, speculation is rampant across sports circles. Analysts suggest that the decision could signal deeper issues within the Cowboys' locker room, potentially affecting team morale and performance. The incident has reignited debates about Jones' leadership approach, with critics arguing that such drastic measures could disrupt cohesion, while supporters claim it demonstrates his commitment to discipline and accountability. Fans and commentators alike are trying to piece together the implications of this dramatic move. Questions are now swirling about how the team will adjust its strategy and whether other players might feel pressure in light of the incident. Social media is abuzz with reactions ranging from outrage to curiosity as the story unfolds with an almost cinematic intensity. Although the official Cowboys organization has remained tight-lipped, the rumor has ignited a wave of speculation, with some insiders suggesting that this could be the beginning of a larger shakeup. The Dallas franchise, long celebrated for its star power and aggressive moves in the league, may be entering a period of uncertainty if these reports hold true. For now, the sports world watches closely, debating the potential fallout of what could be one of the most talked about locker room controversies in recent memory. That's a wrap from Cowboys Wire News. For breaking Cowboys updates, subscribe, drop a like and turn on the bell. Tell us your take in the comments.